What's up, everybody? I'm Drew Neal. This is my boy Dan, aka Niner. And oh man, we just wanted to do a little show, some content, talking about music, life, all the good stuff, man. I wanted to make something where you could kind of know me, my friends a little better, because we live a life where we're doing music and ministry full time. We want to change the world, and there's a lot of good stories that come out of that. Just things to talk about. So without further ado, man, I just want to introduce my friend here. Niner, how old are you, man?
I'm 14.
This dude is 14. Now, little story. Now, Niner, he's like my little cousin I never had. He's like my little brother I never had. When I first met this dude, all right, he was super quiet and super shy. Wouldn't say a word. Then one summer, I remember we connected because we were in your backyard shooting hoops.
Yeah.
And he started opening up about his life. And it's just like, I'm like, I graduated college now. He's going through like the classic, like, are you in what, 8th grade? You're a freshman now in high school.
Yeah.
But at the time it's like junior high problems, I had all the wisdom. But so anyway, I was showing him my music I was making. Now 9 started getting really good at making beats. And when I had graduated, I came on full-time staff at One Way, which is the ministry I work at. And part of what I want to do, what we're doing here at One Way is, everyone here is like a musician of some kind. And so, 9, this guy, how long did it take you to learn to play the trumpet or the saxophone?
To like 5 months.
5 months. All right.
5-6 months.
The guy's a prodigy. But anyway, so he was learning how to make beats, and he started getting better than me. I was like, dang. So, one thing we wanted to do in the show, the Swing at Me podcast, is talk about what swing at me means, how to live life where evil's swinging at you, but you're swinging back. You're firm on the firm foundation. But also, just the stories behind making an album. And the song Can't Give Up is produced by 9. And man, tell him a little bit how that track came together.
Yeah, so we were thinking, an intense vibe for the song.
Yep.
I was, going through some like samples and stuff. I heard this one. Called Drew over, told him I think we should do something with it.
Oh yeah.
So I started, cooking it up. Then I went to his house so later that night. Then
when he says cooking it up, we I was cleaning the building. I had some maintenance work to do. And he's sitting over there on the couch, and like 5 minutes go by because there's the on my left, that got thrown in. You added the drums.
had the siren.
Oh yeah, the siren. We were going crazy when the siren got added. We were like, oh, it's going down.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, yeah. Then, yeah, you're right. Then I remember you bounced out a quick version of it, and I recorded that night. Funny story is, I recorded that night, and I actually hated the song. I thought it was trash. I recorded it, and I remember like I liked the creative choices I made with just like the melody and stuff, but I was like, nah, this ain't it. I think really what was going on was it wasn't mixed yet, so that was discouraging me. But I sent it to you, and he could see the finished project already. He was like, oh no, this is fire. We gotta keep it. So then I remember going to your house. You remember mixing that in the living room? Yeah. Hey, Thomas. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. So that was Thomas, our creative director. But tell him a little bit about what happened when we were in the living room cooking.
Yeah, so, he came over. I just showed him the new AKG mic I just bought.
Yep,
And then
yep.
I, pulled up the Can't Give Up. And then I remember doing some vocal chops and pitching the vocals
Oh
in
yeah.
the verse.
Oh yeah.
And then I remember I did a quick mix on it. It got the 808 hitting
Mhm.
hard. Then we went to play pickleball and we listened to it in the car.
Yes.
It was going crazy.
we were in the car. So one of the greatest feelings when you're making music is the car test.
It is.
We did so many car tests. So many car tests. Like and every time, like even if the mix, I mean, it is kind of discouraging when the mix is bad in the car test. We didn't really have too many of that. Like we'd be like, oh, turn that down. Nothing like crazy, but this car test was legendary because at this point, Swing at Me was way different than the finished version. Like it had 7 songs, and I was pretty much like, I'm not gonna add or cut anything at this point because I'd been working at it at college. So I've been out of school like a month now, and I was like, Swing at Me's done. Then we made Can't Give Up. Listen to it in the car. I'm like, Swing at Me is not done. Swing at Me isn't even close.
You originally wanted to add it as a single before that.
Yeah, that's right. So we got in the car. We're going to play pickleball. We got our friend Kate Sperry in the back seat. And Kate Sperry, she usually listens to more like
Chill
like
worship.
chill worship music, like maybe more like more of like chill Hovey, what's that guy, Forrest Frank kind of vibe. So when we had Can't Give Up in the queue, we're like, oh, we're really about to spice it up. So we just turn on full blast. Bass is like shaking the car. We're driving down there, like I got my hand out the side window. We're just like, I can't give up. We're pulling up to play pickleball, just thugging it out. Anyway, but yeah, that's the story about that song. Yeah, man. How was it? Just talk about like some favorite memories making the album.
I liked when we made Happy, actually.
Oh yeah.
I like that. We were going through these, like, I downloaded this new sample pack with, like,
Yeah.
it was like different, like, parts of the world, the styles.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think like Australian or something. The
Mm.
melody. And then you're like, oh yeah, do that one.
Yeah, it was so different.
So yeah, you told me to cook it up. I got it ready, sent it over to you. The next morning you came and you were like,
Yeah.
dude, I recorded on this song, but I like hate it. And I was like,
Oh.
you always hate what you record. But then I was like, oh no, this is good.
Yeah.
Then I started whipping it up,
Mhm.
and it was like one of the biggest songs on the album now.
Yeah. Man, that usually doesn't happen to me too much where I think I hate the song, but it happened to Can't
Same
Give
with
Up.
Nightmares.
Yeah, Nightmares.
You pulled that one out of the vault.
Yeah, I did.
You recorded that like a year ago.
Mhm. Yeah. Happy. So what was cool about Happy was how fast it was made, and this is really like an encouragement, I think, to people who don't have like the nicest gear or the perfect studio, because you made that beat on your laptop, free samples, headphones. We at that time, I was trying to get done a bunch of work done for basically here at One Way. We were doing a bunch of videos for the summer, and I was kind of brought in as like a reinforcement to the reinforcements, like editing some of this stuff. And I was like, I'm also trying to get my album done too. So while I was editing this video in this conference room, he was making the beat, and then Yeah, I went that night and recorded, and yeah, it was a fun time. I remember like this conference room. We took it over. We had a whiteboard.
Mhm.
Organization is key. So
We had
when
like
you
the mixed,
yeah
mastered, recorded,
yeah we had a different category. So it was like if it's mixed, if it's mastered, if it what was the other one?
recorded,
Recorded,
beat,
the beat.
beat done, and then
If
like
it
uploaded.
was uploaded, finalized. Yeah, those are fun days. And you gotta have good snacks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
That was fun.
We,
Trips to Meyer,
yeah, trips tomorrow. So many trips tomorrow.
Sun Chips,
Sun
those
chips.
frosted sugar cookies,
Oh yeah, the pizza.
the
The
pizza.
pizza is classic. I
Oh
can
yeah,
still
those
smell it.
pepperoni pizzas. Yeah.
Oh man. So part of like me graduating school has been me trying to go to the grocery store more and fast food less, which is key to saving a lot of money.
Here it is.
And yeah, we were cooking a lot of homemade stuff here. It was great. You can get these pizza things that like
$3
like
for
a
like
French. It's
these
like French toast
French
almost, but it's
toast
pizza. Fire,
Yeah.
fire.
And then we found out later there was like 4 meat instead
Yeah,
of just pepperoni.
yeah. It was fire.
I remember one time it comes with like 2, and we had this like the toaster oven thing. I put one in, and then I like took it out, and it was like so hot I dropped it
Yeah.
on like the floor, and it was ruined. Then it's like, oh okay, well I have another one, so I'll just have the other one. I like left for a while, and then like when it's already heated up, it has to cook for less time. But I set it to like what we normally cook at when it starts
Yeah.
with the oven cold.
Yeah.
I was like, went to the studio, then I like
Mm.
came back, burnt it again. Didn't get lunch that day.
Dang. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty tragic. I felt bad. I'd already eaten my pizzas. I was like, dang, bro, I can't help you out. Man. Well, yeah, that's a little inside scoop at Swing at Me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.